What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Bates, and this video is basically just my opinion or my review, if you will, on the Chiraq Thug that threatened Tommy Sotomayor's daughter. And if you haven't heard, it was a big thing between this guy, this kid, Chiraq, Boss Up G Money from Chicago threatened Tommy Sotomayor's daughter because he felt like Tommy Sotomayor was disrespecting one of his female friends that was murdered in St. Louis, Missouri. Um, but the link is in the description box. But anyway, this is my review. After they talk live on the air, so this is what it's about. I'm happy that they was able to resolve their issues. This is what it's about, being a grown man about the situation. And I know a lot of people out there that was on Boss Up G Money side, wanted him to actually physically hurt Tommy. And I know they probably upset right now that they came to a common ground and was able to squash the situation, and I'm happy about that. And that's what it's about, man. It's about owning up to your faults. He knew he was wrong for threatening Tommy Sotomayor's daughter and whatnot, and by them actually talking without physically fighting or doing nothing like that, talking to him mentally, like I talked about in one of my videos. He should fight him, talk to Tommy Sotomayor mentally instead of trying to threaten him or whatnot. And when you're able to do that as grown ups, you can get a lot of shit more done that way and get shit resolved instead of fighting or trying to hurt each other. And I must say, after watching the video, they both made a couple of good. One thing about Boss Up G Money, it's obvious that you can tell that he's young. He a young guy, and there's nothing wrong with that, because we all still learning. It don't matter how old you are, learning never stops, and he just got a lot more learning to do. He kind of contradicted himself a couple of times throughout the interview, and but it's it was still a cool interview. Even Boss G Money, he made a good point that I actually agreed with. That I was kind of like wondering why Tommy did what he did. For instance, like when G Money said that, well, just because it was on the news, that don't mean you have to spread it too. If you don't know nothing about the situation, and I kind of agree with G Money because Tommy didn't, even though it's the news already talking about it. He really didn't, he didn't have to say what he had to say about the situation, but it's his own opinion. So, but he didn't have to, go in on a female that was deceased or whatnot, even though the situation of how it led up to her getting murdered is pretty much accurate. She was selling ass, and that's pretty much like a dangerous situation when you prostituting. So, but overall, I think the interview between Tommy Sotomayor and Boss G Money was pretty cool. I'm glad they was able to come to a common ground. Not take it to the next level of hurting each other. So, and to all the people that was like egging Boss Up G Money on to actually hurt Tommy physically. This should be a slap in your face to let you know that, that's some real shit. It's all about being a grown up and being an adult, being able to, say, hey, yeah, I know I fucked up, and I apologize. Like they say, it takes a bigger man to apologize, and that's exactly what Boss G Money did in his video. He knew he was wrong, and he apologized. And if anybody got a problem with that, well, like Tommy would say, "Fuck you." You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. Because that's how the situation should be handled. Nobody, we losing too many lives as it is. So it's like we don't need more lives lost, over some stupid shit because of people personal feelings and all that shit. So I'm glad they did come to a common ground and was able to squash the situation. So that's just my thought on it. Please like and subscribe, and shouts out to Tommy Sotomayor and to Boss G Money. Glad y'all was able to handle y'all situation like men. Holla.